Hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. I suspect you are if you've been trading along. There's Coco in the background with the scratching of the sofa. Who cares? It was never like that sofa anyway. Great to see everybody. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button. Have we got some great charts for you today? Which one's this? 45% since that most recent low oscillation, which we talked about. So that's pretty good. 30% today, 28%. So people will be happy with Upstart Clothing. And I mean, you've had 120% so far on the move. So you're extra happy with these. This is good. Canva done another 19%. That's not bad at all. AMC, a lot of people will be happy with that. 15% nearly on the back of that. Space, another 13%. Any, a lot of people delighted with any. Currently 13, yesterday 13. Big moves across the board here. Even Beyond Meat, another 12.3. And Flora Corp, another 12.2. And then big fans of GameStop in the chat. It's nearly 10% on that. 21.80, the high of the day and the close. So we love to see it coming in with the high of the day on the close. So that's good to see. AMC similar. High of the day 527, close 517, but still close. Not quite as good on that, but still the percentage move. Mason. Stally. Whoa, $20. Wow. Appreciation Day. Hey, all the folks who came here. Yo, all the folks who came here. What's the rest of the message say? Oh, it's a mystery. Let's find out. What is it? There's this tab, then that thing, and then I click that button. Hey, all the folks who came here from far or nearby, share your thanks, your gifts and offerings. Once again, the King has arrived in unreasonable land. May his wisdom and grace flow through you with a green stream of bliss and gains. What about that for a lovely poetic message from everybody's friends? Deli, thanks so much. Appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Thanks. 15 months in a row. Thank you, Jamie and Rocky. Very glad to be here with all these lovely people. Boom. That was yesterday and yourself. Thanks so much, Dali. It's appreciated. It's great to have you. You're a real rock. You and people like you, what keeps the place going. Just to be clear, the only income this show gets is from people doing things like that, members and Patreon members. So it's really appreciated. That's what keeps things going. That's what makes it possible to do the show. Appreciate it. Thanks. So what we're looking at here on the charts, well, it's AMC was not so bad. It was a big percentage move. What else? I mean, I will get into anything anyone wants to talk about in particular. Of course, just let me know. Also, I would say that was a pretty good move on route, another 10%. You start going through these levels, people will be happy.
Became a member.
Oh my goodness, we got a member, or did we? Is he just saying that because it's a celebration? Is Banana back in Edinburgh? She's apparently. But she's in one of those locations she can't give away all of her secrets at the minute. I'm not sure what she's up to. It might be like a cat thing, they creep off and come back sometimes. Or it might be a banana thing. I've never got really experienced rearing a banana before, so I don't know. We shall see. It's definitely not that far away though. My banana senses are tingling, and we're going off crazy on Bitcoin recently, so I suspect they've got some veracity to them tingles. Yes! So I'm very enthusiastic about this positive price action we've been seeing recently, and happy to talk about anything else anybody's interested in. Let me know. Big moves across lots of things that people are interested in today. Wish, a lot of people trade Wish. It's up again 26%. That's a big move again off the back of what it's been doing recently. Airbnb after positive earnings, big move there. Gap, that's interesting. It's going to be interested in future as well. A lot of people interested in sort of esoteric choices, these sort of things making moves despite their trend that are interesting. And then a lot of people care about ADMP. So, a lot of different things there. So you all may know. PLNs, 30 PLNs. Whoa, Coco. Kitty, you're not Coco. Where is Coco? Coco, did you see what Kitty did? Nope, she didn't. I have electric blanket, which I'll just leave on when Coco's around. So I imagine that's where she is, on the bed. So, it's got like different blankets that go up certain amounts each one, so she could just like it's like Goldilocks. You can choose one. Like, that's next to this, and I'll go to that one. If also heat goes through each way. So you know, it's like if you're a cat, you've got Bitcoin. Can we just stare at the Bitcoin chart for the next 6 hours? Still 6 hours at the Bitcoin chart. My goodness, I don't know if we can do that for 6 hours. Can we? Yes, we could do. Oh, it turns out we could do 24,287. Oh, look at these moves. Oh my goodness gracious. 5 minutes. 15. Oh. This isn't the full picture of my Bitcoin charts. Should I get that up? I probably should. Which one was it? Where did I do it all? Greedy chat box. We did a lot of it over here. Where are you, Bitcoin drawings? What? Okay, so is this, never seen it before, fresh Bitcoin asset. What do you like? No, this is Bitstamp. Get out of my face, Bitstamp. But that's Binance. Where's my drawings here? Yo, where's your drawings, yo? Oh, this is ridiculous. Pardon me, all my layouts. Unnamed. They're all really good. Greedy chat box. That's what most of them are. We'll just go with this one. No, it's also not the answer. But it isn't. Oh, there is an answer here. Oh, 5% on TBLT. That's also can't argue with that, can we? I mean, yeah, no, we can't. Why would we? That's good. What's this? Yeah, 15%. Good. Ooh. Right, so why is that not on my list? That should be on my Millionaire Maker watch list. Anywho, we were looking for Bitcoin, but for 6 hours, I'm not sure. We can definitely look at it for a few minutes. Look at that. Wow. Right, so 1 hour has an important level of support, obviously. And now we're testing these prior highs. See, can we break through? That would be very positive. That kind of positive? Possibly. 25 in the first instance. So yeah, what are we at? 24.3. That's it. What was the high? 24.380. Yes, so great, wonderful 25.3 they've got a line at. So it's hard to argue with Tradespotting lines. President, Tradespotting fan club, yo! Holy crap, Mr. President. Holy crap, Mr. President. What are we looking at? Where's Mr. President? What did she do? What did she say? Where is he? Bing bong. Where is she? There's hello, Ghost Whisperer Luke Spears. Good to see you. Yes, happy Tradespotting Appreciation Day. Yes, President. Tradespotting fan club. It is Tradespotting Appreciation Day. It's amazing. What did we miss? Congratulations on the news, President. That was a killer trade. What was? Yes, congratulations. What are we saying? Any up after 3%? Is it up more? 3% post market? Is it where is it? It's not on this watch list. Where is it? It's on the Millionaire Maker watch list. I'm not even on that. Tradespotting, what is this? AMNA and then any and any 0.82 post market. Aye, 0.48, sure. Did it not go to 0.49 post market already? I mean, I can check it out. Aye, it did 0.49 plus something. Felt very good there. If you're interested in any and you're on Discord, there's a thread there in the Active Trades forum where you'll see like loads of different trades. If you've got it on the landscape mode, you'll see all of them laid out differently, and then just click anyone to come up. Loads of information there. Different analysis on stuff, very helpful if you're interested in that. I think it's probably the best single wee resource on any one thread on anything on the internet. It's brilliant. So if you want to try to check it out, what else was I say? Yeah, Discord today was brilliant. We had Rocky and I were really impressed with a coaching session for everyone on the course that Lucas hosted, and the contributions from Hans, brilliant, and everybody who chipped in added value there. It was brilliant. And then Rocky Show, he went off and did that during it, and then came back in another half an hour afterwards in the end there. So I think there was loads of value in that. And then Rocky Show again was great. If you didn't see it, check out on his channel. It'll be a members only show from tomorrow onwards. So check out Rocky's show and don't miss out. And so we're looking at Bitcoin. No, we're not. That's any, which obviously goes in a positive move. after Bitcoin goes up. So I mean, we could take this guy across and drag him out, but what's the point? Let's look at this percentage so far. What's that? 33%. So that's what you get when you add Tradespotting and water. Right, so that was the previous high, 0.58. You get there, everyone will be delighted, won't they? I mean, how could you not be? Check out the fabulous chat in Discord. And there's a link from Lisa. Thanks so much. Paul B printing the receipts. Paul B, you printing receipts. Thoughts on IWM? Yo, that guy, how's it going? Let me check it out. Let's say big thanks to Luke, donated $20. Yo, happy Tradespotting Appreciation Day. Care to take a look at ZM? I entered when it held the 50 minimum on the 50 minimum. You betcha. You betcha. The boom ZM. There it is. Don't know why none of my draws are here. What two indicators have I chosen? Bollinger Bands, Rocky Outcrop Flash, and two versions of the RSI. Right. Spotter, what do you like? I know we're on extended, I don't need that. Thank you very much. And we got when you entered on the held the 50 simple moving average on the 4 hour. This is the 4 hour. This is a moving average. Margin call moving average with just moving average. Thanks. So there and give me. Div me. Boom. Right, and then we didn't need this right now. So you entered here. Well, that was pretty nice. So it is, and then, wow, nice. So that's probably about a 10%. That's not what's important. So you're looking at the charts here. You entered there. Right, so obviously you'll be aware of this gap close at 96.5 and begins around 87. You've obviously picked your head in there previously. Come back out. You got that macro, but not within it. And then move to the top side, positive move. Good to see that. This previous gap was just wick filled. Then that level was important. Broke through that so far, open but no close. Okay, got up to the daily. Check this guy out. Filled that flash. Nice. There's the 50 simple here. Back down 71.91. This was on a flash fill 73. So till such times as you break 84, there's still always a chance you could come back down and test the 50 simple and daily, round out this previous support test here. So that's something to be aware of. You already have everything you'd need to get this formation on the go, and that would speak to potential moves. And if huge continuation on this thing, back up above $100. So that's one option. Looking at this thing for what might happen. In terms of risk, though, you're looking at this prior low at 73 and this previous high 85, and that would give you a good take on things from start on the weekly. See that it's come back to these important historical lows. So it's not really just that high. Very important in around 89 where we find the 50 simple on the weekly time frame. So if you're looking weekly 2-day, you've held the 2-day on that test, which was also a flash fill and holding the 4 hour 50 simple here. So that's a very positive entry, and going below the center line, RSI still recovering back above. So maybe the 4 line isn't saying everything. The 4 hour daily time frame, that tested the center line, the flash fill, and holding that 50 simple. So let's stick with it here so far. Take it in. Support and resistance off this guy. I mean, you've just gone through it, but it's not completely defeated without question. So that's interesting. The previous high within the formation, that'll do. It's also the bottom of this gap that'll be filled here. And then that's the taking our cue from this. Nope. Sort of resistance, but no real support. But it's the top of this formation. So, hello. And then, so we'll not go any too far. I mean, we will actually. Let's drop that one because it's not as if it doesn't exist. And then that was an inflection point, which was also support. So we'll conclude you two thanks. And that's interesting. Then we'll take this guy out. I'll take my Fibonacci. And then I put a little bit of Fibonacci on this. And do you like a little bit of Fibonacci? No. Whoa. that nice. We can't argue with a golden pocket. Well, we could, but what would be the point, right? You probably lose arguments now. It's just silly, isn't it? Having them. Right, so price action, what we're looking at. I mean, I could have used that 236, but which one was it? Right, so you're looking at this thing, and it's 107. That's the reasonable target based on the retracements, the horizontal level of, I mean, it's not necessarily a horizontal level of all that much import. It might exceed it and go back up to 125. It'd be hard to argue with 125 there. We got in the Bollinger Bands now. We're on the daily time frame. We're at the top side. If held basis line, push back up again. That'd be very positive. You've got your bullish divergence here. Nice. And you're not yet at the previous resistance point you put in before that most recent touch. So 91 seems very possible. Currently at 80. That'd be a big push to the top side. But probably what you're interested in mostly is support and risk. So where would I be looking at this in terms of risk from this previous low? Sure. And that most recent high, cool. And then the 236 at 79.96. So let's just update this guy. Thank you very much. So is that accurate? It's accurate enough, right? Close enough. Go from left to right. Right. So left, right, left, right. You know when they start on left and end on? Left, right, left, right, left, left. You know why that is? Interesting, isn't it? So I thought so. And so there you go. Left, right again. Spar. What do you like? Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it? So golden pocket so far, that's good, right? So this guy, you don't want him coming back below 75. You would ideally, you'll never stop below 79 again, though today we tested 60, 76, 96, and you've not yet put in an upward formation on your momentum oscillator on this time frame. What are we looking at on the daily for more interest, though? Obviously, that's held the center line. Most recently, it's not got any bearish within this aspect to the trend, but back above your previous high, that would suggest a little bit of continuation divergence. Having retraced beyond the 236 at this stage, held that 50%, that's very positive. And now, you're looking at this thing break 84, then going to 89, then breaking the 1618 at 93, and going up and tested 108, which itself isn't a strong level of resistance, so it likely goes to 107, 109, maybe 126 if it breaks to the top side. Having held the support line on the RSI, and which would be this trend, this diagonal trend, we'll just draw A. So, and also it's at the center line there at the same time. That would be quite nice to see that then also be, as you said, a test of the 50 simple in the 4 hour, the 1 day, and then catching the top side of the Bollinger Bands already, break side there. That would be impetus for a good move, potentially. But you'll be worried about it breaking back down below 79 and then 74. If it did, you're back testing that 1 hour basis line 382 on this guy. You don't need that. Get out my face now. So let's go back to that 4 hour and look at that very simple. Where does it come in? Minute, get out my face, Bollinger Bands. So you're looking at 73.88. It probably is around 74 and change. You could get your stop at least to that stage if you entered in around here. Then you don't lose anything. And then, if price action breaks these previous highs, it's going to those targets. I'd be able to take my stop then back up above 79, and then subsequently bottom side of that gap if you manage to fill it and go on again and think, test of that might be tested at the top side. So safe areas back around 89, and then it depends, what sort of trade and instrument you're looking at, but these are higher targets. It could still happen. So managing risk there are 79, 74. Boom! Brilliant. What else did we miss here? Thanks, Luke. That's appreciated. Brilliant. Paul B. Hi, Jamie. Can you look at EBON for me? You betcha, Paul. How are you doing? EBON. There it is. Ba-dum-bump. Not yet made this deep retracement here with a 50% off the back of this strong move. Bullish engulfing. Impetus here. Boom. Liquidity gap, possibly. Looking at that. Divergent, probably holding this positive formation here. Boom, boom. Right, hardly going to get into the bearish control zone after that kind of a move on your first impulse down again, are you? Let's think about that seriously. So there's a 50 simple where you've currently reached back to the top side, downward sloping resistance. Currently, still true that this 1, 2, now the third touch. It could easily pull away from this now. You'd look for it to maintain 50% of that move at least. So you definitely don't want to drop them below 520 here. I've already got that fib on. Get to tune. So you've gone through the 236. Here's your 382. That would be quite possible. If this is a bull flag, it wouldn't be unbelievable to see this turn into a downward sloping parallel channel. You've already got 3 touches in and around here. Sure, it could either be, wedge or a flag. These both work. It could also be sort of horizontal or pennant. Lots of different ways of looking at this similar formations. If it is to maintain this bullish posture, and then it wouldn't likely be good below 6.28. And then you certainly don't want to see it back below 5.27. So if it does, a golden pocket retracement at this stage would likely be your next target, and getting it in at around 4.22. So those would be the main areas to be managing your risk at. Like the first one we've identified here, I suppose that could even be higher. You could enter at 382, but you'd find out you were wrong below this previous low here. It's a 4-hour time frame where you had a little bit of an inflection point, so easily price action could come to there and catch a lot of different stops. Also pick up a little bit of liquidity, which would be driving the price that direction in the first instance, and that would disappear once they took all of that, so price action likely reverse. At that stage, you could push back up and test 9, exceed that prior high at 11, then get back up to this top side target, so this trade's activated. But that'd be the first potential entry with a bit of risk management based on potential participants watching this alongside. If I was trying to take advantage of them, I'd push it to here as opposed to the previous low. And that's when you'd see another touch of bullish divergence, something absurd like this in the bearish control zone when it's still got a really strong. So that's what I'd be looking for. And if it didn't happen, then you likely get a test of 530. If that doesn't hold, your best value entry, then we'd be in at 422. And if that doesn't hold, this thing's probably coming way back down again, because that was an important level to break through. This was an important level to break through and tend to go back down below this again. Would defeat what looks like a potential inverted head and shoulders. Should it go that way, could also be described as tweezer bottom. And like if you're looking for something to evolve from a bump and run, you don't want it breaking back in here and the displacement that would come from entering the previous trend. So, while it could come back down again, I don't want to see it at 420, though it could happen. It is possible it could come to 580. Smart people would push it there if they felt like it. It would be possible. What's the volume on this? Ridiculously easy to go there. And then the next thing up at around 1080, start breaking that. I'd say that would represent something positive, though this thing has never known that to be. It's in its universe positive. It's just not a thing. This thing has never been positive ever. Right? It's just like awful, really. So there's your 50 simple up at 15. That would be a big chunk of change. 382 retracement there up at 1906. That would be very, very positive. Asking for more than a 50% retracement against what has been historically an awful trend is greedy. So that's what I say there. Thanks so much for that. $15. Cheers very much, Paul. Thanks. Hope that added some context. If you're looking for something immediate, then it's already what we've got here, which I think was from your question yourself before. And if it does break down that potential trade, if it not, you've got your gap there, 50 simple retrace, 15 minutes, open up with a retracement tomorrow and then still go on again. If it doesn't break below 765, that's really strong. Could easily, now having tested both sides of whatever formation we've drawn out here, come back for something like a test of the midpoint of this range, which would likely be, should this formation be drawn correct with a degree of integrity with respect to those trend lines, support and resistance, and you were looking for what would then represent the 50% within it, you would find it at that 50% within the oscillation low high on this fib and every other significant low high within the trend. Okay, that's obvious, isn't it? So there it'd be 740. Right, yo, extra value. Thank you very much for watching Tradespotting. I love delivering positive lessons for people. President donated $50. What? Thanks for Bitcoin. You killed it, and in turn, so did we. You are the bestest. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I did a video. Was it yesterday or the day before called Bitcoin Will Go Up? It was a pretty good video. Thanks so much. What did it do right now? 20. Yeah. So sweet. So. Yep, that's brilliant. Like that. Which one's this? Bitstamp. Get out of my face, Bitstamp. Don't get me angry at you, Bitstamp. Yeah, that's better. Right, so some liquidity. Look at it. Would you like some liquidity with your approach? Yeah, thanks. That's my trend. Yeah. Thanks so much, Prez. You're so amazing. Thank you so much. You know, but there's something. But anyway, thanks. Yes. You know, thanks so much, President of Tradespotting Fan Club, with that huge $50 donation, eh? And she says in there, thanks for Bitcoin, you killed it, and in turn, so did we. You know? So she's thanking me on behalf of other people, and that, or he, or they, who knows? It's a mystery. And they're thanking me, and on behalf of everybody, and that's really appreciated. Thanks. I think that's really gracious, and I appreciate it. But also, I don't credit them with that. I think it's all you. Thank you so much. You know, it's you that makes it happen, and the other people with you that support me. Thanks so much, President. Right, so what happened here? Bitcoin. Yes, fantastic. I mean, that's fantastic. What are these? Resistance? Maybe, right? Can't believe it's not resistance. That's the joke Rocky made. It's good. So you're looking at, yeah, can't believe it's not resistance. Again, this stuff's flying off the shelves. What's brilliant? I'm going to laugh too much. Right, so can't do that. Right, we're learning here. So so what we'll start on the Bitcoin futures. That's not the futures. It's the perpetual futures contract on Binance, isn't it? No, it's not. Phew, okay, right. And we're on a 4 hour. Sure, why not? Wow, it is pretty interesting, huh? Boom. What about that? 29. All right. And on the way there, we're 25.3. Okay. Prior high. And then what about having gone through this guy? Yeah, we did it. And was he interrupted? No. We retested below it. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. What's the best? There was a rocket outcrop flash in here. Well, if you watch Tradespotting and if you've got the rocket outcrop flash, then you know. High five. So this is at a prior high here within the previous trend, 24 change. Looking for it to test and break above there. This retracement within that trend. I mean, shall we measure that out? I mean, we can see left here that it's gone beyond an 886, you know, and we use this and that Fibonacci level, especially the 786, right? Here's a huge liquidity zone here, right? Having gone beyond the golden pocket there. If you are looking to push this down again, that was the time to do it here, right? At that level, 22,500. And when it went below there, a lot of people were very nervous about the chance of getting it anywhere above 19.9, these sort of levels, which is understandable because it makes sense, because that would be dangerous. But also when we're putting it in the context of this move, you know, it's gone beyond these levels. We've broken a lot of different important liquidity zones and resistance levels and the Fibonacci retracement. Boom, and this is a futures chart. So, you know, if you want to buy this contract, what's the minimum? You're like, it's 100 grand a pop or something. Like, this is like, CME is not for like, you know, us, and it's not for us in our pajamas at 4 a.m. So actually, you know, it's a funny story about that. Can we have a look at the Gree? That was days ago, Tradespotting, right? So yeah, it's so good Gree. For a minute, we'll have a look at Gree. How good was that, by the way? What's Gree up today? I mean, it's up a lot. It's 10, 11%. Was it 9.24%? That's not bad, right? So congrats on that. So how'd it go in winner? See you there from before, right? So. So Bitcoin futures, yeah. So what do we think? We're 29, right? So that'd be nice, wouldn't it? In the meantime, you know, you're trading a futures contract, the top side of that gap, you know, at 27,245, the bottom side of it, sorry. That's because I've taken this. This is a 1.13 extension, not the top side. Look, here, that's too much of a coincidence, isn't it? What? So... And not just that, but that's an 886, right? So you know the point I made about the 886 here and price action falling back below it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the 886 on this guy, like I'll delete the first one just to make this point. It's up here, 30,155. So where's it going to go back to, right? It will test for the 2 liquidity zones that you would expect to find on this chart because of these previous moves. And you'd be all like, wow, right? You and me, guys, right? For a million years, for a billion years, right? You and me for a billion years. That's the way it's going to be, right? They're inventing all sorts of shit right nowadays. So, maybe, right? So a billion, and then some more afterwards, right? Because who's going to stop us after that, right? Nobody. Bing bong, missed last week's appreciation stream. Thanks for all the help. Yo, JPOG. $5, thank you very much, my friend. That's appreciated. Thank you for all the help you give me supporting the stream. Thanks, JB. Consistent support, I appreciate you very much. Great to see you, my friend. Freaking brilliant. Alrighty, well, have we missed anything we wanted to cover? I mean, don't think so. I think everybody's happy. I think we did a good show. Did I miss anything anywhere else? Caught you live. Woohoo. Good to see you, Crazy Pants. Great to see you, Crazy Pants. Rich, how you doing? Feel elegant, decadent, an absolute gentleman. I never realized there was a moon emoji. Oh my goodness gracious. Scoop it all up Wednesdays. Yes, that's it. Tradespotting. Rocky did a little bit on route earlier. This move made it to his but a fantastic profit taking target. Came back to the very simple. And if it does manage to make it back above 382, you'll be looking at 935. Testing in at around 980, brilliant. A little gap closed at the bottom side of a golden pocket in around 1131. Asking for more than 1224, 1618 extension, and downward sloping resistance that's been on this thing since the history of it. Adam, Eve, Noah, the big boat and everything. Right, so in the first pass from this, created a previous lower low. I think that you'd be asking for a lot beyond 990, by 935, 50% retracement from the prior oscillation. Getting beyond that. Get out of town, innit? Right? So, but like, I mean, if you wanted for a trade to go beyond there, and you wanted a chocolate biscuit that was more chocolate than biscuit, then that'd be the supermarket to look for. It would be located in around this area in town. So that's what I'd be saying about that, yo. And Tradespotting, any thoughts from MULN? MULN, well, I mean, it's a bit of an ugly ticker, isn't it? I mean, they could have done more on that front. All the thoughts, this formation could end up turning into a bottom for sure. You'd want it to turn back around, make it back above 0.5, call it 0.54 to save me looking too much into things. 0.54, you'd want it back above there. That's what you'd want, and currently it's not. But this previous low, the bullish divergence off the back of it, a number of touches, not bad. We thought you'd come back to that level. You did. I mean, this is going, if it does go back above 0.54, you'd look for it to test at a 1 again. Should be a big chunk of change there. Wouldn't you say so? 100% move from then on. Can you manage your risk better than that? Because if you can find an entry better than that, fantastic. But does the frequency of it get hit preclude you from then taking the most up here? I mean, how does it work out overall? You tell me, sir. But that's what I'd be asking of your own performance rating at the minute, looking over things, your skill, your quality, taking advantage and executing in the moment. I'd be saying, look, this is how you've been performing recently. This is how this asset works. Where's the best place for you to take it? If we were to, for a number of weeks deep into boom, Rocky Outcrop Tradespotting Island coaching course, and we had you targeted and aimed right exactly at the way you were born to be as a trader, sir. What's the next one? Amazing show as always. Wow, Corey, again with the support. My goodness gracious me. I freaking love you, Corey, man. Are you married? Great to meet you, Corey. That's one of the best things ever coming in my life. I like to say, Corey, thank you very much, Mr. Corey. Big bongy legend. XD, thank you so much. Saw you earlier, put it in the Rocket Stream too. Very generous. Appreciate you, man. Yo, Azamat, how's it going, my friend? How come you're still a pale face? That's a crime. Somebody throw Azamat in jail. Masayan! Yo, how's it doing? How's it going? What's up, yo? JT, good to see you. We answered that, didn't we? Everybody's here. You're all great. It's Tradespotting Appreciation Day, isn't it? So good. Birds aren't real. Darn tootin'. What? When's the last time you saw a real bird? Right? Oh, those magpies. Yeah. Right. They mate forever. What? What? Yes, they never leave you. Magpies, they mate forever. And they live right outside your house. And they steal all the shiny stuff. Like sound. That's believable. No problem. Yeah, no problem. Just carry on with that magpie story. Like, I'm going to buy that, Yeah. Next you'll be telling me, what? Trees are green. Island marriages pending. Yeah. What a brilliant Tradespotting Appreciation Day is today. JME, is JME back into business? Back into business. Back into business. Nah, somebody asking me about GameStop. That's nice to see. Also looking at the 10% today. Recover back positive here above the center line. This is a 4-hour time frame. You spent considerable amount of time above it. You're also spending the majority of your time on this particular profile here above the center of this downward sloping channel. Having tested the top side a number of times. Slipped below it. Recovered and held the center line. Test it again. No divergence here. You're at a critical point within this part of the trend. Also a potential scallop. You're looking at this break in 2178. If so, it'll move on around 23. Break there. You're going 20. I mean, it's going from, if it breaks through pretty much any higher than it is at the minute, it's going to 24 and change. And like that likely is a very important area for regards to people taking profit, people entering shorts, lots of people shitting their pants, and then price action going beyond there would take it to 28, which would be fantastic because at that stage, you know, there'd be no rational reason for it, which is what I'd much prefer to see it on the charts and learn about why later on the news sometime when I'm enjoying all the money I've made from it happening on Tradespotting and Outcrop's absolutely amazing island full of amazing traders who trade the next thing, making billions of dollars all the frickin' time and have paid off all the positions and still hold some of this thing. That's what I think's happening. Oh my goodness gracious me. What a brilliant show. So, if you're watching this later, you can take part in Tradespotting Appreciation Day too with the Super Thanks button or using the links in the description. It supports the stream, it keeps it going. It means I'll be here tomorrow, you'll be here tomorrow, sploshing tomorrow, and then the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and like we said, for 1,000,000 billion years. And that's why that relentless, that determination, that's why everybody else should get on this fucking train or get out of the fucking way, right? That's what it's going to be. And they know it now, right? And they feel it next time in the gut if they don't, right? Excellent. What a team. What a brilliant week. Sploshing tomorrow? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Another sploshing? How many sploshings is that? Enough? No? There's no. You better be there. See you tomorrow. Thanks for taking part. Thanks for all the support. For everybody that supported the show, Corey, Eeks, JB, Kitties, Dirty Plea Lens, thank you so very much. Don't let Valentine's slip by without decorating your stream. Shut up, stream elements. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Why did you do that to my head? Look, thanks. Paul, thanks. Prez, warm. Kitties, yes. Eeks, yes. Everyone. Dally, thanks. See you tomorrow, everybody. See you tomorrow, everybody. Hit that like button. Never forget.